Okay, so I'm Joe from Red Herring Games, and I'm going to show you how you go about downloading a game. So basically what you need to do is decide which game you're going to have first. That's always the hardest thing, but in order for me to show you how to download a game, I'm going to pick the free one, which actually, if you've never downloaded a game before, is a really good idea to try it out anyway. That way you can check, you can download a game, you've created an account, all the rest of it is there, you've done it, and you know what you're doing. So I'm not going to take a character out, I'm just going to have the free game as it is, add it to the basket. And there you go, one game, it's £0, 0p, and I'm going to proceed to check out. If you have a coupon, obviously, if you're buying a game, you can put your coupon in there. So I'm going to have to log in and create a brand new account here. I probably ought to get Brooke to blur that out. Otherwise, you'll start spamming me with email information. There you go. And then I'm going to create my details again. I'll let Brooke, I don't mind you knowing where I live or anything else. Now, a lot of people say, why do I have to provide all this information if I am just downloading a free product? Well, to be perfectly honest, you don't have to. Tell us you're in Afghanistan, give us a house number that's fictional, anything with a star in it, just make it up. We'll just put our town city as Google and a postcode as GB38R7, just so it's got something in the fields. That's all it wants, and we'll just do like that as well. Now, if you're never ordering with us again, it doesn't matter that all of this stuff is wrong, but if you're planning on ordering with us again, I would suggest you get that correct the first time round. Otherwise, you've got to undo it the next time round. We don't spam people with emails, but if you are concerned, by all means, put in a load of gobbledygook and you can fix it on the next order once you've checked that we're real people and that we're not going to scam you. So I'm going to place my order there. There we go. So this is the point where if you've put a random email in that doesn't work, I would suggest you download your game files at this point. Otherwise, it sends an email. I can hear my phone buzzing in the background because that is my email address, to tell me that an email has arrived, and that will also have a direct link to the game that I can go in, log into my account and download it. But right now, I just want to download a folder with my game files. So I'm going to click on this link here. For some reason, it's wrapped around strange on Brooke's computer. But usually you'd see that it says download a zip file. So I'm going to download it now. A lot of people say they can't find their downloads or they can't get the downloads to work. Now, I would say at this point, it's always easier to do this on a PC rather than your phone. If you download it on a phone, it has got a compression agent on it, and most phones can't handle the compression agent. You look like you're opening it, and you can usually access one file. It might be the inspector MP3s, or it might be something else. And you think you haven't got the whole file and there's something wrong with your game, blah, blah, blah. We've heard it all before. The issue usually is that you're trying to download it on your phone. So I would suggest you download at this point onto your computer. And if you're not familiar with where things are, I would save it to your downloads folder or onto your desktop. That way you can access it again really, really easily. So save the file to where you can find it again. So as you can see, it's in my download folder. Then you just want to open that folder up here. So I've got it, and I can look up Death by PowerPoint, and you can see all the files are in there. Now, if you are going to print the files or do anything else from them, as you can see, it's still in the zipped folder at the moment. So I would suggest you extract everything first. Definitely extract it if you're going to print. It just makes life a lot easier. And if you want to email it to people, make sure it's extracted before you email, because otherwise they'll have the same problem you have on your phone. So again, when you're extracting it, make sure you extract it to somewhere you can find it again. So I want to pop it into downloads, then I can find it. So I'm just going to pop it into downloads, extract the files. Then when I'm in downloads, I can see there's my download files, and here's Death by PowerPoint there. We've got how to use this game, inspector booklet instructions, everything is there, and the split file for all the character booklets is there as well. So that is how you download your game. Troubleshooting, if you have trouble downloading your game, it's often because you're not on a computer and the folders don't work too well on phones. Some people have no trouble at all on iPads or tablets because they're just that bigger and they deal with the compressed files. But if you are trying to download on your phone, this is where the issue usually comes from. So I would suggest downloading it to a computer first. If you skip a step and you accidentally go through checkout and you think, oh my goodness, I have gone through checkout and I can't find my game. Now there are two things you can do. One is you can go onto the website. I'll just click on order again just so I can go back onto the website. And then what you can do is you can find your game in your order history. So if I just hop back onto the website there, so there we go, I'm not ordering it again, I'm just going to pop onto there. But I want to go into my account at the top. And this works if you've accidentally mistyped your email or something like that. As long as you're logged in still, you can access it. So once you get to your account here, you can see you've got options on here. You've got your orders, you've got your licenses, you've got your downloads, blah, 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 all the way down the side. If you go on to your downloads, you'll be able to see your order. There you go, and click on this link to download a zip folder. So if you have skipped a step and you think, oh my goodness, I've lost a file, go back onto the website, sign into your account and go onto the account at the top, go to downloads, and you'll find your game there. It's exactly the same way. You would be able to get into the game, download it in exactly the same way that way. And that is the easiest way to do it. Now, the only other thing to show you is obviously our inspector videos are stored somewhere different in your game file. Let me just go and see if I can bring it up for you so you can see. Downloads, PowerPoint and instructions, blah, blah, blah. You will see to access the videos, you would scan that link there, or you would go onto a page here. Now, this is the only one that isn't stored on the usual place. I think this is usually stored on YouTube. I am getting the team to update that at some point. But you would go through onto your website, continue destination. Yeah, it's all on YouTube at the moment. And you'll be able to find your inspector that way. So if you're not sure where your inspector is, you may end up on an octopus or an advert first, but we're all on there. And that's it. Have fun and play.